Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my first rummage sale haul for 2020, and I have to say I was very happy. I did really well, and very excited to show you guys everything I got. This particular sale I found a couple years ago because I was going stir crazy in the house, and there are not many rummage sales here in New Jersey in the dead of winter. I happened to find this one on Facebook or Craigslist, I'm sure, on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. And this particular year they did not advertise on Craigslist or Marketplace, but I did go directly to their Facebook page and I found out they were having it through there. This is why in my notebook I always write down exactly what church I went to when I go to a rummage sale, what town it was in, and the date, so that I can go back and refer back every year and check up on that church and see if they're having one again. I think some get so popular that they decide it's not even worth it to advertise on Craigslist or Facebook because they already have so many people, which is probably the case with this one. So that's probably the best way to find rummage sales in your area. First, local newspapers, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. If you've been to one in the past from that church and you don't see it on any of those three platforms, then go directly to their website or their Facebook page. If you can't find it there, email the church and ask them, and I'm sure they'll be happy to help you. Because a lot of them don't advertise. So, it's also a good idea to just write down names of churches in your area or do a Google search of churches near me within, whatever mile radius, and start checking their websites and their Facebook pages or emailing them. And that's a good way to find out if they have sales going on. So this particular one was in Short Hills, New Jersey, which is, I think, if you do a Google search of Short Hills, it's like the ranks number 5 in the richest places in America. I think the median household income there is like $350,000 a year. It's insane. Absolutely insane. So the first year I went, I was thinking, oh God, it's either going to have good stuff and it's going to cost $1 million, or, I'm not going to find anything. I did okay the first year. Last year was kind of a bust. I mean, it was not good at all. They do have a preview night the night before for parishioners and guests of parishioners, so I'm sure a lot of good stuff flies out the door then. But I decided to go up there and give it another shot this year, and third time was the charm, because I spent about $52, and if I sell all this I should be able to make probably $1,000 or more. So really, really happy. And I have another one coming up on Wednesday at a little church, also about 40 minutes north of here, like Short Hills was. And I always do well there, so fingers crossed for that one too. And then that's pretty much it until mid to late March. So this one started out well. I was 12th in line. They always give you a ticket. The guy stands outside with a roll of tickets, and people start getting there around 7:30, quarter to 8. It starts at 9. And once he's got about a dozen people, 12 to 15 people outside, he'll finally come out and start giving you tickets. He has a big roll of raffle ticket type tickets, and he'll hand them to everyone, and that's your number. And he does not let anybody in unless he calls that number. So everybody who was in line with me was really nice. We're all in a good mood. We got our tickets, and then we're allowed to go across the street to the parking lot, sit in our cars until about 5:10 of when we all start getting in line. And everything was going great. And something happened at this one that I've never witnessed before in all my years of going to rummage sales. I got into the building, and like I said, there were probably 150 people at this sale, just in line before it started. And like I said, I was 12th. So I got into this big main room that they have, and I was shopping for maybe 30 seconds to a minute. when all of a sudden this guy came barreling in like a bat out of hell, probably mid to late 30s. And he was one of the angriest people I've ever seen. I don't know what set him off, but he came barreling in there, walking up one aisle and down the other and screaming at the top of his lungs. And just cursing at everyone. He's looking at the volunteers and he's like, F you, and F you, and F you, and F this crap, and F this church, F this rummage sale. I drove 2 effing hours to get here. I can't even believe this. And he turns around as quick as he came in and walked out the door, never to be seen again. He actually scared me for a minute. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's gonna like pull a gun out, kill us all. I don't know why he was so mad. But after that, things calmed down and I was able to kind of regroup and do some shopping. So let me show you what I got. First up is something that's not even from a rummage sale. This is from the free shelf at the library. I show you guys things from there a lot. This is a manga book called Samurai Champloo. And this is complete, which I think this means it's volumes 1 and 2, if I'm not mistaken. Not really sure. But anyway, anytime I see manga on the free shelf, I pick it up. The majority of the time, it's not really worth that much unless you have, you know, a lot of them. But every once in a while, you kind of hit the jackpot. And I did with this one. Like I said, it was free. And, you know, with manga, you read it. With manga, you read it backwards. Because it's Japanese. But this one is worth averaging around $45 on eBay. So I was really happy about that. My son was impressed. He wants to read it before I sell it. So we'll see. If he doesn't read it soon, I'm just going to sell it because he's had like a month. But I have to thank my kids for opening my eyes to the world of manga and anime because, you know, they're avid fans of it. So that's how I know that stuff is popular. So keep your eyes out for stuff like that. Alright, so I'm going to start with, what should I start with? I'll start with some Christmas ornaments. These were all about 25 to 50 cents. And I got everything at the sale I got in the main room except for 2 things. One was in the boutique room, which is a little overrated, and they do have some crazy prices in there, along with some normal prices. And then another thing was on a table right near the door when I first walked in, and I don't know how I overlooked it, but I did, and found it on my way to the hold area, and I couldn't believe it was still there, because this was about an hour into the sale. And I'll have to show you that last, because it's big and it's in the other room. Alright, so first up, we have this Spode Christmas tree ornament. This is from their Christmas tree pattern. This is a Noah's Ark ornament. Should be able to make about $10 plus shipping on that, even though the box is a little jacked up. I got 2 of these silver plated bell ornaments, and I'm using my new light over here, guys, so if it's too bright, let me know. Actually, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Probably won't even be able to notice, but figured it's always dark when I do these things, so I asked for a light for Christmas, but I probably still have to learn how to use it. So my son's friend does like photography, and he's a videographer, so I need to have him come and help me out. This is a Reed & Barton 2007 silver plated ornament. Again, I think I paid 50 cents. That's worth about, I think, 10 to 12. Same for this. This is a, I don't know how to say that. Is it towel or toll? I don't know. Anyway, this one is from 2012. This one's in much better shape. The other one needs a little bit of a polish. But again, 50 cents and should get me about $10 10 to 15, I think. Then I think this was about $1. This is like a metal candle holder for those really tall, you know, tiny taper candles. I bought this because I've never seen anything like it before, and it's unique because it's hinged, so you can put it in a lot of different shapes, and it's marked on the back, but I can't read it. I've looked with a magnifying glass and I don't know what it says, but can't find anything else like it on eBay, so I'm hoping at least at a minimum like 15 bucks. Oh, and now I just turned on the oven. Whoops. To the stove. Okay. For, I think it was $1, I got this bottle of Deep Sleep. This is Comforting Milk Bath Float, 13.5 ounces. Probably 10 to 15 plus shipping on that. Then I got, I think this was 50 cents, this Arbonne Guava Berry candle. It's sealed in the box. The box is a little worn. I might actually take it out of the box because I can't find a stock photo of this. And with candles, I like to check them, make sure the glass isn't broken, make sure that, you know, they weren't in the heat somewhere or sideways and the wax is all wonky and all that. So I might open this up. But can't find this scent anymore, I don't think. So I'm hoping like $20 to $30, maybe a little more on this. I'll have to see. Then I did find this plate. I think this was $1 or $2. And I liked it because I like the shape. I like this periwinkle blue color. I can't for the life of me figure out what this building is. I know it's in the UK because that's where the plate comes from. At least I think so. But anyway, if anyone knows what this is supposed to be, please let me know. But the company is called Royal Winton. And then it says Grimwades down here. Grimwades. Some of these do pretty well. Others are kind of eh. This one's probably kind of eh. So maybe 10 bucks plus shipping on that. Then I found this Midwest of Cannon Falls Eddie Walker Nativity Angel. She's in good shape. She's just got a little paint missing off the star here, but it does say Eddie Walker on the bottom. These are made of resin. Some of these do really well. The market for these was really good when I first started about 10, 12 years ago, but now it's kind of, you know, gone down a lot since then, but still you can find some decent pieces. But if you can find it cheap enough, it's always worth picking up. This one, maybe 10 to 15 plus shipping. Then I got this. I think this was $1. I didn't know what this said. I didn't have time to look it up, so I just bought it because it looked interesting. This is actually a stoneware wine jug that held Riesling wine, thanks to Google Translate, where I could figure out what all these big long words were. And it's only worth maybe 10 bucks plus shipping, so my son might confiscate this because he thinks it's cool. Although I told him, you know, please don't pour wine in it and drink wine out of it because you can't really clean that thing. You don't know where it's been. You don't know what's in it. So please just use it as a decorative object. Then I found some Christmas ornaments. A couple of them I'm going to keep for myself and the rest I'm going to sell. These were all about 25 cents a piece. This little yellow lab ornament I picked up mainly because there's a therapy dog at the library. My daughter and I have been going to see the therapy dogs at the library pretty much every week that they're there since she was 5, and she's 14 now. And there was a yellow lab named Lucy who was my daughter's favorite, mine too. Lucy passed away last year. Well, no, actually, Lucy passed away around Thanksgiving of 2018. And we miss her dearly, and this reminds us of her, so I had to get that for Christmas. And then these two, I'm sure I could probably sell. I can't find a name on them anywhere, although they look like, you know, like an artist made them. They don't look manufactured to me. Come on, focus. There we go. There are these two little felt Santas that have these like hand-stitched faces and the little wreaths. Again, can't find a name. If anybody knows, let me know. These I'm probably going to keep and put in my living room next year. Then this little guy, I did find him online, but he's out of stock, so I don't know what the original price was. But this is a felt cat, kind of with a wreath. It's an angel cat because it's got these wings. Probably about at least 10 on him. Again, you know, like 25 cents. And then I was really digging through a box of ornaments, you guys, just trying to find something. I got this little felt one. Doesn't look like much, but it's marked on the back, and that's why I picked it up. It says D. Hartwick, 1995. There's one other one on eBay. I think it's a giraffe by this artist. I think they want like 15. Don't know what I'll get on this because I think it's seen better days. I used to have fur around here. I might actually just trim this off and then try and sell it that way. But, you know, maybe 8 to 10, maybe 5 to 10, who knows. And then another felt one with this Santa Claus. Really well done. Again, no name on it. Maybe about 10 bucks on that. Then I got some needlepoint ornaments. I got these two that look like they came out of a kit because they're both very similar. They both have the same kind of trim, the same kind of backing fabric. Probably sell these separately, try and get about 10 a piece out of those. And then this little nutcracker stocking ornament. And then these two, Winnie the Pooh, which also look like they probably came out of a kit. And this kind of wonky looking Cat in the Hat. He looks a little sickly to me, but I don't know. Somebody might like them. So hopefully 8 to 10 a piece on those. And I also got this ornament. This is a blown glass female cardinal. I love her because she's so chubby and she's got these big feet. She is by Catherine's Collections, I believe. And I can probably get 10 to 15 on her. And I think I spent 50 cents on that one. And then I think this is the last, almost the last of the Christmas stuff. I found this paper mache 3D box. I like the image of Santa on it. I might keep this, not really sure yet, because it looks kind of vintagey, but who knows. Can't find a name on it anywhere except for the fact that it was made in the Philippines. But should be able to get, I would say 10 to 20 out of that. I paid $1 if I didn't say that. This is getting dirty. And the last Christmas thing I have to show you guys are these. These are from World Market. We have one that just opened up by us about a year ago, I think. But these I just thought were cute because I just love the vintage image of Santa. They're vintage goodie boxes. They're like Matchbox goodie boxes. So these are the boxes, and I guess you put this sleeve over top of them. And there there were 3 of them for 50 cents or $1, I believe. So I might keep one for myself to use as like decoration and then sell the other 2. I don't know what I would make on those. Maybe if I sold both sets together, maybe 8 to 10. But it was funny, I had those sitting on top of my bag, and I had something else sitting on top of my bag, and at this point I'm dragging the bag behind me because it was so heavy. And this woman came up to me and she's like, she points at the little Santa boxes. She goes, "Oh, what are those?" And I go, "They're like little Christmas goodie boxes." "Oh, they're cute." And then she points to something else on the top of my bag. She goes, "Oh, what's that?" So I tell her, and she goes, "Where'd you get that?" I go, "Down there at that table," and I'm pointing. She's like, "And where'd you get the Santa boxes?" I go, "Over there in the Christmas section." She's like, "Oh, wow." She goes, "You're getting really good stuff." And she saw something else and she asked me where I got it. And I'm thinking to myself, you can ask me where I got it, but it's not like a store. It's not like they're going to have more in stock. You can go over there and, grab some for yourself. Then she's like, "Maybe I should just follow you around and take all the things you discard." And I'm like, "I don't think I'm discarding anything, lady, but, you're welcome to follow me around." Alright, so let me show you most of the mugs I got. I got 2 Starbucks You Are Here mugs. I got a Pittsburgh mug. Come on, camera. I got the Pittsburgh mug, which has never been used. And that one I think is like 10 to 15. And then I got a Philadelphia one that is still new in the box and upside down. So again, maybe probably at least 15 plus shipping on that. Those I also think cost me about $0.25. Then I got these 3 mugs just because they were unique. Can't find them online, but I thought they were cute and people love dogs. So this is a beagle one, and they all have these like little tiny bodies and these big 3-dimensional heads, and they're kind of child-sized, but these are from Ayara and part of their doggy club collection. So I got that one. I got this, what was it, bull terrier, and this little chihuahua with a really tiny body and a huge head. Hopefully get about $10 a piece on those. Again, paid 25 cents. Oops. Just bumped my camera. Sorry, guys. Then this one, very sentimental to me, this Mr. Rogers mug. And has all these different sayings on it, song lyrics, all that stuff. This is from the Unemployed Philosophers Guild. They do a lot of really trendy kind of mugs. And this one in particular is heat activated. So when you put very hot water in here, his suit jacket will turn into a beige sweater, which is really cool. And I've tested it and it does work. So should be able to get about at least 10 plus shipping on that. And then the last 2 mugs I got, I was very pleasantly surprised when I got home and looked them up. Okay, sorry guys, had to start again because my camera cut off. Again, very pleasantly surprised with these. At first I thought they were M. Hadley mugs. I've bought that stuff in the past, but then I looked at them and I'm like, no, it's not. Her stuff is more primitive than this. I like the shape of these horses, and they had a name on the bottom which I could not figure out until I got home and figured out that these are Shire mugs. And I'll put the name down here, but it's S-C-H-E-I-E-R. I think some Shire pottery pieces have been on Antiques Roadshow. There's a set of 6 of these mugs. They're a little taller and they all have different animals on them, not just the horse. And I think right now they want $465 for all 6 mugs. Like, holy cow. And there's a bunch of people watching it. So I'm hoping with these I can at least get maybe 100 for the pair. So we'll have to see. Either that or I might take them to the auction house and, you know, have them look at them and see what they tell me. The only thing about going to the auction house these days is that, you know, they have a free appraisal day every month normally, but I think it's been getting really popular, and when I went to check the other day, now you have to make an appointment. Now you can only take 2 things. I'm like, oh. I don't know if it's this is because they're on Antiques Roadshow and they've gotten more popular and like everyone, their mother goes there or what, but anyway. So I have to be very selective in what I decide to bring over there. Alright, then I got this bell. This was in the Christmas ornament section, and I looked at it and I thought it was really interesting, and it's gonna be hard to see, but this is Adam and Eve. You can see them there, and there's birds here, and there's a bird up here, and right here on the bottom, and it goes through to the back, is the snake. So it's just a really cool piece, and I looked on the back and it says, and you're not going to be able to see because it's way too small, but right here it says Arte of Ofembre. It's from Mexico. This is they mainly make jewelry. There is one of these bells on eBay right now, but that one is sterling. This one I believe is silver plate. I can't find a mark anywhere. That one they want like $265 for. So this is probably something I'm going to put up at auction. I'll probably start it around 40 or 50 and, you know, see if I get any bites. But that was a very good deal for, I think I paid $1, maybe. Okay, then in that Christmas holiday section, I got this vintage looking Halloween bucket, treat basket, whatever you want to call it, with this black cat. It's that weird kind of like plaster mache kind of stuff. I can't find a name on it anywhere. If anybody knows if this was Department 56 or Bethany Lowe or anything like that, please let me know in the comments. But I paid maybe $1 for him. Hopefully get at least maybe $30. Alright, then I got this little guy. This little frog. He is a little jam jar, sugar bowl, whatever you want to use him for. Picked him up because he said made in Italy for Meiselman. And I looked this name up on eBay, and some of their pieces do really well. I can't find one of these exact pieces, so this is going to definitely go up at auction. I'll probably put them up for 25 or 30 at auction and see what happens with that. I think that was, I think it was $1.50. Then I found this big, heavy tile piece with this cherub with the mandolin on the front, and it had this little thing taped on it that said it's called First Stones. It's by a company called Vietri, V-I-E-T-R-I, and it says, in 16th century Italy, first stones were placed in the wall of a new house or a garden to assure blessings and prosperity. Made of old Sicilian stones by an artisan whose family have been ceramicists for many generations, Vietri's first stones are decorative pieces to bring enjoyment both indoors and outside. Some of these do very well. I paid like $1 for it, and I'm hoping to get at least 30 to 40 out of it. Then I saw this picture. As soon as I saw it and I saw the style, I said that's got to be an Arabia piece. I turned it over, and it was in fact Arabia, Finland. This was designed by Kaj Frank, and I'll try to remember to put his name down here. But when I first started out 12 years ago, I found one of these pictures that had a big, ugly blue bull/cow on it. It had udders and horns, so that's why I say bull/cow. Anyway, it was really ugly. I got it from this really grumpy old lady for $5 and came home and my husband thought I was nuts. And I ended up selling it for, I think, $193. Unfortunately, again, the market with these has tanked over the years, but I paid $4 for this, I believe, and I can still get about 40 out of it. And of course, now my camera battery's dying. All right, let's speed this up. In the boutique room, I got this little set. This is a Motorhead cup and saucer set. I know the mark's kind of blurred, but this was commissioned by the Metropolitan Museum of Art. It's a Ming Dynasty design. Hoping to get, I paid $2 for this in the boutique room. Probably about, hoping at least $30 for the set plus shipping. Then I saw this teapot, and at last year's sale, or the year before, I found a set of these coasters. Had no idea what they were, just threw them in my bag, and found this for, I think, $2. And as soon as I saw it, I knew it was worth money. Turned it over. This says Ancient Membreño Indian Designs, replica from Santa Fe Dining Car Service. This pattern, as it is, since it's a replica, sells for around $50 plus shipping. If this were not a replica and it were an original piece, it would probably be around $250. So, kind of bummed it was an original, but I will take $50 from a $2 investment any day of the week. Then this is also a piece I had to research, and I'm sure it's just pre-Columbian style, not actually pre-Columbian. This I do some research on. This is let me get this right, a Nazca, Nazca, pre-Columbian style double vessel pot. So, with a turkey. At least I think that's a turkey. I thought at first it was a wedding base because it had the 2 spouts, but no. These are averaging around like $120, $130 on eBay, and I paid, I think, $2 for that. So I was really happy. I decided to put that in my bag, and I have, I think, 4 more things to share with you guys, and hopefully my battery doesn't die. All right. I went to the linen section, and I saw this pillow cover, picked it up and threw it in my bag right away. I think they might have charged me $5 for this. They were charging $5 for all the decorative pillows, but that's okay. Got it because it's got this bold print. It's embroidered. It's got these cool buttons on the back, and it's from Warehouse at Barefoot. Can't really find out anything about them, but should be able to at least get 20, I'm just going to say 20 to 40 on this, but I'll definitely be putting this up for auction. And then also in the linen section, for $5 a piece, I got 2 more needlepoint pillows. I got this one with all the library books. Has no manufacturer's name, but one very similar to this sold on eBay for $95. And then this one with the tassels and the flowers. It's from Chelsea Textiles, and this one, similar one on eBay, also sold for around $95 to $100. So, I'm really happy I found those. And now, hopefully my camera won't die. I'm going to stop this, take you in the other room, and show you the last thing I got. So, stay tuned. Okay, guys, so this is the last thing that I got at the sale on Saturday. This is, I think it's around 48 to 52 inches in diameter. It's a wool hand-hooked rug. It's by Claire Murray, which is a very good name to look for. They're very collectible. This was on a table right as you walk through the front door. You pass this table before you hung a left and went into the main room. I don't know how I missed it, but I was on my way to the whole table so that I could go into the boutique room, and saw this laying there all rolled up with masking tape all around it, and it had a price tag of $10. And I said, oh, you've got to be kidding. So I did take the masking tape off so I could look at it, because I thought there definitely had to be something wrong with it. but it's in perfect shape. It's beautiful, and I should be able to get, at a minimum, like 200. I think the last one sold at auction for about 220 plus shipping. So I'm really, really happy with that. So not too shabby at this sale, you guys. Very happy I got up and I went. I hope you guys are all having good luck in the new year. My February so far has been pretty slow, but I'm hoping with these pieces it's gonna pick up. So I gotta get to work now and get all this stuff listed. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.